Hello, welcome to Showboys. We're here coming to break down season 2, episode 4, Fallout. My name is Mike, joined as always by Dad, the Cap, who cannot stop shaking his head. He's just, I don't know, rocking out,
I'm
real
so
hyped.
happy. I'm so hyped about this episode, bro.
Yeah, what did you message me after you watched this? Just randomly.
It was the finally episode. We finally got a lot of the things that we have been talking about in this episode. Like, okay, finally got our boy Dylan G. He's finally got some screen time.
Yes.
We finally get a good look at the Deathclaw.
Yes.
And we finally get Lucy turning into a pretty BA chick, you know? I'm here for it. Finally.
Yeah.
She might
I
be a
don't know.
little bit of a druggie now, but
Yeah.
you know, it's
Not
okay. It's okay.
generally not a fan of people becoming drug addicts, but I get what
In
you're
this
saying.
case, I mean, the way it helps her out, because like you can take these drugs in the game and it gives you a boost. And this particular drug really helps you.
Yeah.
Gives you
So
some extra.
her outside of the gates of New Vegas, pretty game accurate.
I mean, there were didn't get into the game too much, not this one.
Mhm.
But from what I've seen, other people, like other videos I've seen that people have talked about the accuracy, pretty accurate. There, like some of the shops are kind of out of place. The
Mhm.
strip in the game was like a straight line of places, but this was kind of like a circle.
Like a circle, yeah. No, I'm talking about like being hopped up on drugs and then going on like a shooting rampage like she did outside of the gates.
Oh, I
And
mean,
all those ghouls.
to me, that part was amazing.
Yeah.
And pretty well. I didn't really go the drug route in the games, so I can't really say if it's super accurate, but it's got to be. It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, she takes on a whole group of feral ghouls, like one shots them all, like without.
Feral Elvis ghouls. The worst kind of ghouls.
Well, it's cool because this is actually a group from the game called the
They're
Kings.
cool ghouls.
Well, they're the Kings, and they're all Elvis impersonators. Like there's a club where they go and they just impersonate Elvis, and they're not like really a threat in the game, but they don't want to like obey house,
Right.
so they're like kind of doing their own thing.
Right. That's funny. Yeah. So randomly Wednesday at 6:32 p.m. I get a message from Jeff from Dad here in all caps. Finally, I'm like, what? What are you talking about? But yes, then you're like, Fallout was so good. And then I watched it last night, and I am in agreement. So I'm excited to talk about it tonight. So funny for the second week in a row. You know, you kind of alluded to what could come, and then it promptly came. We talked a little bit about the Alaskan War against the Reds and Coop's history with the power armor and the war. And literally, how does the episode open up? Bam. Boots on the ground. Coop and Charlie in their power armor fighting the Chinese, and then running into an unexpected guest, which kind of threw me for a loop. So I'm excited to talk about that. Got a lot of cool Brotherhood stuff. Maximus is what the heck is this dude doing?
Dude, this is so wild. Like this whole episode is just full of craziness that I absolutely love.
Yep. And then of course we get like you said, Dylan G. We're back in the vaults with 30, 33, and 32. Right. And then is 31 is
Norm's,
Bud's vault, right? And Norm's group who's
which
out.
we get like a little bit of that where they're like, we can just get this out of the way now because it's not super important. They're like, they've ransacked this mac and cheese truck. Like they're eating just raw noodles. Like,
Yeah, I think somebody said, like, as the camera passed by, "I actually like the noodles raw," or something like that.
yeah, they did. And then you get this one girl who's just like staring off at the bridge. And like the last thing she remembers is like interviewing for the job. Like she's
Yeah.
brand new.
Yeah, she's like, I drove across that bridge a week ago to get to work."
Yeah. And now
And
200 years later,
yeah, longest week of your life.
this is the apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Like,
that's there even in that small scene, there's a lot to talk about, that I need to talk about,
yeah,
because,
actually,
I forget, what his name is, but we'll get there, and when we get there and then, of course, Lucy and the ghoul make it to New Vegas. So much stuff happening, a lot to talk about. So, where do you wanna start?
from the top. So, just like we had mentioned, we get the what was the name or the title that popped up? The Alaskan
Front, I think.
Okay.
I'll check, but I think that's what it was.
So we see two people in power armor, the classic T-45s, the very first power armor suit. Very iconic, but very flawed. Very powerful, but vulnerable. But we soon realize it's Cooper and Charlie, and Charlie's suit, his arm is like malfunctioning as they're walking, and they Cooper radios to whoever and was like, we're having equipment malfunction. We can't find, I think it's Ranger or Raider 3. It's like one of the other groups are looking for. He thinks that maybe they had same issues and went back, and like, do you want us to turn back? And they say negative, keep searching for Raider 3. And then when Charlie asked what they said, he's like, they want you to turn back. And he said he'll be right behind him.
Trying to talk to my microphone muted. What's new? Some things never change. Yeah, it's a nice little snippet of Cooper's humanity, because he's radioing in and he's telling whoever headquarters will say their suits are malfunctioning, and Charlie's of course is much worse off than Coop's. Like, he can't even use his entire left arm, and he's asking for evac and telling them that their suits, like, they're pretty much useless, and headquarters is telling them to continue on, and Charlie can't hear this conversation. And so I thought that was pretty cool of Coop to be like, yeah, they said for you to go back.
Yeah.
And of course Coop was going to continue on. I like these scenes where we get to see that Coop was actually a good human.
Right.
And
I think it's still there.
Yeah, and you can
Somewhere.
see that at times, that the good human is inside that husk of a ghoul.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, so yeah, Charlie turns back and leaves, and Cooper continues. We hear growling in the distance. Then we see, well, there's a crashed vertibird on fire, but within that wreckage, we see a silhouette of a death claw emerge. And I'm like very excited, but also very nervous for Cooper. So, but before anything can really happen, he starts getting shot at. So, and then he like tries firing back, but then his suit malfunctions, and then he just falls over.
Inconveniently with his face mask open. Not
course.
sure how a bullet didn't make it in
They
that
had to
ancient mud.
capture that look of fear on his face when he was face to face with that death claw.
Yeah.
Not the Chinese people that came and, like, threatened him,
Yeah.
but they there was, like, a squad of Chinese, um, soldiers
Yeah.
that came up and running their mouth, whatever.
Sorry, I've been trying to find the video.
Oh,
The
there it is.
title card does say "The Alaskan Front." Um, yeah, continue. A
So,
squad of 3 Chinamen.
Chinaman,
Actually, it was, their
there was
leader was a lady.
yes, she very much was. So she was running her mouth, and they were actually she said that their government they were also working on, like, their own power armor.
Yeah, because they were kinda, like, making fun of him for basically being trapped in a hunk of metal.
Yep.
And she's
So,
like, "Well, keep laughing, but pretty soon we'll be wearing those."
yeah. Um, and then we get a very cool scene where the Deathclaw shows up and just starts, like, destroying them. But we see, like, a quick tussle behind the Chinese lady,
Mhm.
but then we see Coop's face, and he's just, like, horrified, and
Yeah.
understandably so, because, like, if for any fan of the game, when there's a Deathclaw, when one of those things shows up, you're like, "I'm out of here." Like, you're running. You're out because 'cause they're and they usually don't it's not just one, usually. There's usually a pack. They travel in packs, from my experience, anyway.
That's crazy.
Um,
For people like me who never played any of the games, what are death claws? Where did they come from? Like, why are they so strong? One of the things I wanted to talk about, obviously, is the death claw because having no history playing the games, I assumed. I mean, I've heard of them, right? And
right.
we see it in the intro to the pod here. It was in the trailer for the show. I just assumed like all the other crazy things like the rad scorpion and all that stuff that death claws were a result of the fallout, the nuclear fallout, right?
Right.
But you said no.
Nope.
Tell me. Teach me.
So, they were the result of, um, experiments experimentation by the US military
Classic.
to create a super soldier for, like, close combat. Very effective. Um, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
So they're like
So something happened to Steve Rogers is what you're saying here.
yes, something went really, really, really wrong. But they took, like, DNA from various animals, especially a chameleon,
Oh.
um, but they ended up escaping confinement, which
No.
is not good,
No bueno.
but they became, like, predators. I mean, for, like, the post-apocalyptic wasteland, they became predators, and
Right.
you just you did not stand a chance unless well, I mean, even in power armor, you would have a hard time
Yeah. So
because
so pre Fallout, there were some of these lurking around just the wild.
so I'm not totally sure because, like, there's not a whole lot of explanation about
Mhm.
them pre-war.
Okay.
Um, I think it's in Fallout 3 that you or 2 or 3 that you get a little bit like, you get hints that they were around before, like, they were doing experimentation, um, but they eventually broke free,
Please.
and then just spread out everywhere. And, like, no idea how many there are, but there are eggs, as we see in this episode, there are eggs everywhere. Um, that's something I would encourage anyone to watch a Deathclaw lore video,
Yeah.
see what you can find out, but they're arguably the most terrifying foe in the game.
Mm.
But yeah, they definitely are usually in packs.
Yeah, so, this Deathclaw comes in and actually saves Coop, but then
Yeah.
is about to eat Coop.
But then
And
gets
yeah, what distracts him? I forget.
more gunfire.
Oh, okay. That's right.
But as that's happening, over the radio, you hear, "The Reds are in retreat. The island is secure. Congratulations, soldiers, you did it." And Cooper was like, "It wasn't us. It was something else."
Yeah, so maybe it was the rest of the pack, like you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, from my experience and my assumption is that it wasn't the only Deathclaw. And there's actually, I was just reading, they do travel in packs and they're led by an alpha pair, which is
Hey,
even
an alpha pair?
yes, which
Oh,
is even
jeez.
crazier.
Goodness.
Yeah, but then there's different variants. Others enhanced with advanced genetics.
Oh, jeez.
So they're just, man, experiments that just, you couldn't control it. Like they just,
That's wild.
yeah.
Now, obviously, this is kind of like a callback to the story that Charlie told in the last episode when he
That's
was
what I
getting
was, yeah.
bored. Um, and you said that this Alaskan conflict is referenced in the game. Is it a playable thing?
It's a DLC for Fallout 3, I believe.
Oh, okay. So you could actually play something related to the Alaskan war with the Chinese.
Yeah. You might have been like part of that Raider 3 group that Coop was referencing.
Oh, that's
Maybe. I
rad.
don't know. I didn't play it, so I can't really speak too much about it.
Interesting. Yeah, so good open to the episode, I'd say.
Yeah. So good. So good. So from there, we are taken to our boy Maximus, who is with
Mhm.
Thaddeus. And the Brotherhood, which bad on Max's part for not realizing that they would track him there. The Brotherhood tracks, Maximus's location to the cap factory.
Yeah.
And Thaddeus is like, "Max, just go, whatever." And Maximus is like, "You need to go with me," which sounds like a crazy idea. Like, I'm like, how is this going to work?
Yeah. One, he's not Xander. Two, he's a ghoul.
Well, and he was, he was what were they called? A squire.
Yeah.
He was Maximus' squire in season 1.
Yeah.
But no, they wouldn't let him come back, obviously. So this part was hilarious. This whole episode with Thaddeus is just gold.
I love that guy, dude. He's acted so well.
But he's like, "No, I'm just gonna run." Like Maximus is like, put the armor on and pretend to be Xander, and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Great play on Maximus.
Yeah.
Or they'll come in and kill the kids.
Yeah, because Thaddeus is not understanding, like, Maximus.
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
Guys, like, you're a ghoul, and half of your child workforce are ghouls, and the Brotherhood does not jive with ghouls.
Like, it didn't click to him that, like, Maximus just did a big bad thing by killing a Brotherhood knight.
Right, and why did he? Because he was about to execute you all because you're ghouls.
Right, it wasn't clicking in
Yeah.
mind.
And sorry, I just have to I got a mosquito bite somehow in probably the worst place imaginable.
Oh, no.
It is on the bottom of my foot.
Oh.
I don't even know how it happened, but, like, it itches so bad right now, and
That's
I'm
true.
trying to
You're like,
itch it, but it's also, like, very hard to itch, and, uh, yeah.
focus.
Pro tip, don't get a mosquito bite on the bottom of your foot if you can. Um, but yeah, this whole Thaddeus Maximus,
It's
plan is
it's so good. Ridiculous. And, like, I'm like the whole time, I'm like, "This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work." But it actually goes, like, better than I thought it would.
the best thing is, like, all the Brotherhood guys are just, like, bro meatheads, so they're just like, "Oh, yeah, okay, whatever."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
obviously Xander because he's in a power armor.
But what, like, sets this over the top for me that makes it even funnier is, like, he's talking himself through all the stuff that he's doing. Like, when they leave, like, Maximus walks out to meet the other Brotherhood knight, and he's like, well, he says, like, "You're a deep doo-doo, golden boy." But then Thaddeus is trying to get through the doorway. It keeps bashing his head in in the top of the door frame.
Yeah. He's like, "1 foot at a
Yeah,
time."
he's like pep talking himself, but
Yeah.
you can hear him.
Yeah,
Like,
I love the way this guy delivers his lines, like, he is
me too.
so good.
Yeah.
His delivery for comedy is amazing.
I don't know where they
Um,
found him, but
no,
he's
yeah,
great. A great
he is,
addition.
he is. But, like, why did Maximus not wear his power armor?
'Cause it had the well, he no, Thaddeus
Oh,
was wearing his, and
that's
Xander's still
right.
dead in his power armor with a dent in his head.
Right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Totally forgot that there would be visible damage to the helmet.
Yeah. "What happened to your head?" "I don't know."
Oh, nothing. Did you see him try to get through the door?
Yeah, he's a little messed up from that.
Yeah.
Um, so I like the part where, like, they're going to
Crawls into the vertibird.
he's like well, that's when they get to the ship, he's, like, crawling out of it. "We could do this." I love, like, before they get onto the orna or the vertibird, he's like, "What's up, big boy? Alright, let's get outta here. Dust them up, split them up, split them down. Woo! Lock and load." It's so great. And as they're leaving, they show the front of the bottle factory, and it is from the game. Like, it is the same
Yeah,
one from the game that's, like, super close to New Vegas.
that's awesome.
I love, like, the attention to detail. Obviously, as much as they can. They're gonna make mistakes here and there, or for whatever reason, they can't, 1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I love it. Um, but then as they fly away, we are now taken to Lucy, who is hooked up via IV and hooked up to Buff Out, which I didn't use Buff Out much in the games, but it's like a steroid. Like it's a very what's the word I'm looking for? It's an upper or whatever they call it. Um, hold on. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to think about, but it basically boosts. It just heightens everything and makes you crazy.
Mhm.
And then you become a junkie because you like it's an instant addiction, and you just need more and more. And then she was on it for 2 days, so she's gonna have a hard time, and we see that very quickly.
Yeah.
Um, but they have a little interaction with the two people from the NCR, the remnants, who actually invite Lucy and the ghoul to join them. And she says she can't. She's looking for someone, which she can't explain who she's looking for because her dad is the one who blew up Shady Sands, where the rest of the NCR group.
Yeah, that might have
Which,
been a little awkward.
a little bit, a little bit.
Um, so wait. So that IV was straight, buff whatever?
Buff out, yep.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. Yeah, it's like I said, I didn't really use that because I didn't want to be addicted to drugs in my game through.
Yeah, it's because you're a good boy.
Yeah, I'm a good boy. So a really short scene.
They do get to leave, you know, with a
They do get
new
a nice,
armory, essentially.
yeah, they get a great loadout. A nice little care package dropped right in their laps.
Yeah.
Which comes in handy later on.
Yeah, and also feels very video gamey.
And I think they have done that on purpose.
Yeah,
And
I
a
like
lot of
it.
these parts, yeah.
I love it.
So they load up and leave. The ghoul's like, "You think they'd be nice when they found out what your daddy did?" Nah.
What a jerk.
She said she wasn't gonna stay, you know, because
Yeah.
of like there's just more matching jackets or whatever she said. Because they've had a bad run with people wearing same or similar jackets. You
Yeah.
know, all these groups they run into. So I didn't really have a whole lot for Reg's support group. The scene where he's going to get
Except
more
they're
water.
drinking all the water.
Well, like, and it's only popular because of the elaborate snack
Yeah. Budget.
allowance he got. The snack and water.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I mean, I know we joke around about Severance because Dylan G is, you know, in most of these scenes, but that felt very Severance-y.
It did.
I loved it.
There's something else that reminded me of it too that we'll get to.
Oh, okay.
So we go back after that. We go right back to Lucy, and she is now experiencing withdrawals. She's all itchy, and she's getting grumpy.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I can just quit. I'll just quit.
Yeah, first thing that popped into my mind though was that maybe she was turning into a ghoul. Because she says something like, have you ever just been hungry, but like not for food? And I was like, for flesh? Like, where are you going with that? But no. At least as of now, she's just a crippling drug addict and not a ghoul.
Well, he said, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, oh no. What happened to
But
Lucy?
I think it's because he needs the drugs that he takes.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to become feral. So
yeah. Fair enough. You know, that's a valid reason.
It's a legit reason, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going back and forth about like she doesn't want to be an addict. And he's like
back and forth. It was like 2 seconds.
I know, but she's like, well, what do I do? She's like, and the ghoul's like, well, withdrawal usually lasts about 5 days. And Lucy's like, well, we don't have time. We got to go get my dad or whatever. And like, meanwhile, he's like rummaging through his bag, and and she's like, what you got there? What you got there? And he's like, there's I forget what he says, but essentially he's like, I'm just gonna give you the drugs. Like,
yeah, he's pretty much like there's 2 options. You can wait it out, or you can just do drugs.
Yep. And she like quickly snaps back, I'll do the drugs.
Yeah, no back and forth. It was
and then he tosses the bottle, and she takes it, and she's all good.
Yeah.
For now.
That happened quite escalated quickly, as they like to say.
I mean, listen, she'll be an addict, you know, and then once everything calms down and everything goes back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, she'll just give it up.
She'll give it up, you know. She'll have the time. She'll have the 5 days to.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, hey, I just need it right now. I'll be able to stop. Like, don't worry.
I can stop anytime, guys.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a big deal.
Hand it over. So
that's what I feel like when I drink Mountain Dew. I'm just gonna be honest with you. for a while, man, like, wow, I guess it would have been 6 years ago. I changed my diet, like, I went strictly gluten-free and cut out all energy drinks and soda. But dude, when I had that first Mountain Dew, I'm
like
surprised, like,
straight
yeah,
energy to your brain.
yeah, I'm surprised Becca didn't, like, walk into our basement and find me, like, half buried under, like, empty Mountain Dew cans and bottles, like, just in my underwear, just like,
Just burping. And
this is how it looks like. I promise.
I swear, it's not what it looks like.
I could quit whatever I want.
Give me the can, Mike. Give me the can.
Just one more.
Just one more sip.
It's not gonna hurt. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I can relate. That's all I can say. I can relate.
You got the itchies. when you don't get a Mountain Dew.
Developed a Mountain Dew nicotine-esque patch that I would wear.
Caffeine patch.
Yeah, but it was just like the flavor of Mountain Dew just soaking into my
your
shoulder. I have a very addictive personality, so let me just say it is a true blessing that I never was interested in drinking or drugs or anything, because I do have a very addictive personality.
Yeah.
It would not end well.
That's, man, dodged some bullets there.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry to derail that.
You're good. You're good. Speaking of crazy derailed situations, we go back to the Brotherhood. So as soon as
Good segue.
Yeah. Dane is there, and she obviously already knows something's wrong because they left. I mean,
she's like a living, you know, that like disappointed guy gif. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
She's like the living version of that in this show every time she sees the episode.
So, and then this is where we see Thaddeus struggling to get out of the vertibird. Yeah. Max tells her that he killed Xander, and then she's like, what are you going to do now?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to kill Quintus.
Obviously.
Great idea, man. Great idea. He's really thinking these ideas through.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Quintus, asks him later, what's your great idea or your great plan? And Maximus is like, I have no great plan. Things just happen. Yeah. I don't even know why. Just things happen. Yeah. While he's pointing the gun.
Yeah.
So this is where we get the mac and cheese truck with Norm's group.
Oh yeah.
It's Blanco mac and cheese, I believe. And they're just like carrying like crates of it. And Norm's like, easy on the rations, guys. And they're just like of raw noodles crunching on them. Yeah. But this is probably where the part where you're talking that you wanted to dig into with Ronnie. Ronnie.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's his name. The lunch fetcher.
Well, he was Bud's personal assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, he was able to get some details about the different phases of the experiments. So Norm is like, I don't care who are you, like blah blah blah, and then he explains himself to Norm, says who he is, he knows the details about the phases, he knew the plans for Vault 32 and 33, very important to the experiment.
Mm-hmm.
And then Norm is like, lead the way.
Yeah,
because Norm doesn't want to give up that he doesn't really know what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, because Ronnie's like, all right, ready for phase 2? And he's like, yeah, let's go. And then that whole thing. So now I'm super curious. Like, I know that you've said every episode that like every vault essentially, well, not maybe every, but the vast majority are like set up for some sort of like social experiment or other scientific experiment or whatever.
Or
And
just
now we
cruelty.
know, yeah, or just cruelty. But now we know that these 3 vaults were set up for some sort of experiment for certain because
Yeah.
Ronnie just said that. So now I'm like, oh, okay. I wonder what the experiment was. And then even today, work got a little busy, and then we have family in town. So right after work, I was with family, and then came here and had like 20 minutes before the podcast started. So I didn't get a chance to look it up, but I wanted to see, are these 3 vaults referenced at all in any of the games?
I don't think so.
Okay. 'Cause I was gonna say, I wonder if they are, and if they are referenced in the game, like what the deal, like what the lore with these vaults were.
Oh, I mean, they are. Hold on. I don't think they are. I'm just double checking real quick. Go ahead and keep.
Yeah. I honestly have not the faintest of clues as to what the experiment might be. There's 3 vaults, so it makes me wonder if like one of the vaults was like some sort of like control group to the
31.
other 2. But yeah, I'm very interested now and even more curious. Do you have any theories?
No, but I think Stephanie's involved. Or
Yeah.
she's well, but that whole conversation between her and Betty made me wonder, because Betty's like, the experiment's over. So
Yeah, we're just trying to survive now.
But then what's his face said, like Ronnie, like maybe they don't know something, because the executives were supposed to wake up like randomly throughout the time, but they never were woken up. That might have been because of Hank deciding not to wake them up.
Yeah.
So that means that phase 2 it hasn't happened yet. But can it happen? Like, with all the stuff that's happened, can it actually hapen?
Right, because it's been, what, 200 years or more?
Well, but I think now that I'm thinking about it more, I think it has something to do with Reclamation Day, where they go to the surface. I think that's part of phase 2. Because why would he bring it up otherwise?
Right. That's
phase
true.
2 would have to be something to do with the surface.
True.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope we get some answers there, because that's kind of interesting. Like, what do they have planned on the surface? Like,
yeah,
what could they possibly do?
Another shady side or whatever.
Shady Sands.
Shady Sands. I've become the old man that always mispronounces things by like one letter or one word. I was calling the power armor power suits and like a couple
I mean,
episodes
you're
ago.
close. You're close.
Shady side sands,
Shady
whatever.
side.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm even more interested now. And yeah, Steph, I don't know. Do you want to knock all the vault stuff out now? Because there was only like one other.
That's this next part. So this is where we get our boy Dylan G, who's Woody in this.
Also as confused as the other guy about his rights and lefts.
Yeah. He's like, I would give anything to go back to Vault 33.
Yeah. But like, is that like he kind of gets lost and ends up like at the front, right? Is that what happened? How he got there?
So this was the Severance moment for me. He was walking through the halls and he was lost. I mean, it's Severance, but Fallout in a vault.
Yeah.
Both underground.
Yes. Yeah, true.
Maybe Severance is just another experiment from Vault Tech. Dude,
that's phase 2.
That's phase 2. The Severance chip.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see how many how many shows we can link to Severance. We already got Parks and Rec. Now we have Fallout.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Woody's lost, but he makes his way to the front essentially, and hears Steph and Betty talking.
Mhm.
And they're out there talking about. Well, Betty explains that she saw Bud in a bucket.
Yeah, and like Betty's like trying to get the water sitch figured out.
Yep,
She's
and
basically asking for help.
yeah, in Steph's vault, they have water, and Betty's like, "Hey,
Yeah, help us out.
help us out so we don't die." But then Steph is saying giving them water would put their work at risk, which makes
Huh?
Betty question, well, what work is there? The experiment's over.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Woody is listening.
Yeah.
The one funny thing I got out of that conversation was Steph saying, but I need to think about my baby.
Yeah.
What baby? Like,
Yeah.
you don't even have it with you ever.
Yeah. And then what was she was kind of like bribing Betty with getting something of Hank's.
Yes, there's a keepsake box that Hank had with something personal in it.
Yeah.
She's like, you bring that to me and we'll figure out the water.
Yeah.
But not even like a guarantee that you'll get some water, but we'll work something out.
Yeah. This Steph, not cool. Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not either. So tensions are rising, obviously, and Steph tells Betty that she's from Solvang, which I have no idea what that means. I meant to look it up, but I got away from it. And Betty's like, if you don't help us, there won't be a Vault 33 anymore. And this is where Steph says again, the experiment's over. We have to make our own decisions now. So she's acting like just out of her own mind. Like, this is what we're going to do now because I'm in charge. Which is probably not good from what we discover later.
Yeah, you can never trust a Canadian.
You can never trust a one-eyed Canadian.
Yeah, or two-eyed, or just Canadians.
Canadians in general. That's crazy. So, and then the vault doors close. And now we have Lucy and the ghoul back in Vegas, where they're at the door, or like right before the strip.
We got the Ghoul Kings lurking.
Yeah, and apparently, like, he was expecting a welcoming committee, some type of shootout. He sees the Kings, and then he's like suggesting to go around, like a half a day's detour.
Mm-hmm.
And Lucy's like, no, and she just starts walking forward, like planning on talking to them. And she's like, okay.
Yeah, because you know she's not hopped up on drugs or anything.
Nah, that's her typical response, is to go in to just have a conversation with people.
Mm-hmm. In her defense, she's literally, her travel companion is a talking ghoul, so maybe she was like, I could actually talk to these, or maybe it's just the drugs talking.
Yeah. So she goes straight through, and she says something. I forget what she says, but the ghoul is like, that's the drugs talking. And I like what they're saying. Because he knows.
Like, yeah, and like Dog Meat just sits down.
Yep. And he obviously knows that they're feral.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, she attempts to talk to them, but then one charges at her, and she, like, not even thinks about it, pulls up the gun and shoot the ghoul's the leg off of the ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just goes on a shooting rampage. She blasts one ghoul point blank shotty in the face.
Yep.
She gets knocked over by another one. It's on top of her. She grabs a little pistol, bam, right in the face.
Dude, I love like when she's using some of the bigger guns and it's like literally blowing them their bodies like
Yes.
across the.
Well, the one part where like there's a ghoul by the ghoul,
Mhm.
and he like pulls his knife out, but she like blasts him off the car.
Mhm. And you get the cool like bullet shot that we have in our intro here.
The slow motion.
Yeah, very cool.
So that's like another thing like that makes it feel gamey, because that's
Mhm.
very much from the games where they do the slow motion like
Kill
critical
shot
shot,
or
kill
yeah.
shot. Oh dude, it's so good, so good. But the guy that the last guy that she makes that shot on is actually the leader of the Kings.
Yeah, and the white with the guitar.
Yep, he is the leader, and
That's hilarious.
yeah, it's cool.
So obviously, since the end of New Vegas, because this is after New Vegas, whatever ending the show is playing from did not end well for the Kings.
Well, it might have, like, because I'm trying to figure out which ending it is too. I
Mhm.
think it's a variation at this point, because
Okay.
I think Caesar survived,
Right.
and so
Well, until he didn't.
right, but like as far as like the game
Right,
goes,
right, right,
he
yeah.
was alive at the end of the game, and so were the Kings,
Mhm.
and that you have the Brotherhood ending, and you also have House so far. I mean, he's been hinted at the whole time, so he's got to be alive, or some kind of
Yeah.
state.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. A lot of people are trying to figure that out, and I think they've kept this in a haze for a lot of people on purpose, because they don't want to
Mhm.
give it away right now, right?
Yeah. Still
And
got 4 months?
it's only been 5 to 10 years since Vegas,
Oh,
since the
okay.
game. So everything, it makes sense that everything is still kind of fresh. Like you have the group in the very first episode where they were captured.
Mhm.
You have Caesar's Legion, or the remnants of. You still have the Brotherhood, and they're still talking about House. So it's
Right.
all very fresh. Like this game is very fresh at this point of the show. Which, so I mean, it's all pretty. I mean, you can speculate, but I think people are starting to put it together based on what they're seeing.
Nice.
So, so yeah, then she takes them all out, and she's like, "Got any cigarettes? I want to try one." And he's like, "One addiction at a time." She's like twitching, and
Yeah. But,
but
like,
he's like,
so back to dog meat, though, like, I love this because the ghoul just realizes what's about to happen, and he just kinda, like, kicks back on the car, and dog meat sits down beside him, and then, like, halfway through this montage, like, dog meat just lays down. Like, they're just there, like,
just watching.
enjoying the show, essentially. I
It's
thought that
like
was pretty
they're
cool.
like, finally,
Yeah,
Lucy is actually holding her weight in this kind of situation.
yeah.
This was the finally moment for me, and I think it might have been for several other people as well, because she's not being stupid, as the
Yeah.
ghoul would put it.
Yeah.
Um, she's acting like a wastelander, which is who you need to be, like in the games at least. You to be able to survive, you need to act and think like a wastelander. Um,
Yeah.
so we get back to the Brotherhood. Dude, there's a nice little back and forth with like Thaddeus's part in the cafeteria, and then between Maximus and Quintus in
Mhm.
the conference room, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Excuse me.
you have Thaddeus walking through the cafeteria with the plate of food and the power armor. He's like, "All right, buddy, no big deal. You belong here. You are loved." He's like, "This is a bad idea," because he can't eat the food. He's got the visor down.
Yeah.
And then
Again, not realizing probably that, like, everything he says, everyone can hear.
everyone can hear. Yeah.
So he's just
But if you think about it, they don't know him.
That's true. That's
So
true.
him saying,
He is the only one
"Okay,"
from Xander was the only one from the Commonwealth, right?
yep,
So,
yep. So they have
yeah.
no idea. Yeah.
They just think this guy's a lunatic.
Well, they already don't wanna be around him anyway.
Yeah.
Um, but him saying, "You belong here. You are loved." It wouldn't seem too crazy to hear. Um, but us knowing that it's not him just makes it funny.
Yeah.
Um, because it fits his personality. It's great. So Dane takes the kids to a room that's away. She tells them to stay there until the gunfire is done or till the shooting stops. Great. Thanks. So then now we have Maximus. He walks into the room with Quintus and the other scribes, and Quintus tells them to leave, and they begin to have their conversation. So Maximus is like, "I killed Xander," and he
I love how,
pulls
like,
his gun
yeah,
out.
every time so far, he just, like, there's absolutely 0 beating around the bush or,
Nah,
like,
he's very
tiptoeing around. He's like, "Yeah, I killed Xander."
yeah,
Whoops.
yeah. And then Quintus is like, "And you intend to kill me?" Um,
He's like, "Funny you should say that."
yeah, as I'm pulling my gun out now. Um, so the Yosemite elder from the Brotherhood is trying to
Mhm.
talk to Thaddeus, who she thinks is Xander, and she's like trying to make a deal, whatever. And then another elder comes up. He's like, you making deals? We can make deals too. We'll give you Quintus's head for 300 fusion cores."
Yeah.
And then the woman's like, "We'll do it for free." And then he's running his mouth again, and she's like, "I'll stab you in the mouth if you keep talking like that." Oh, because something about being a woman, like trying to make deals with women.
Yeah.
This is why you don't make deals with women or something. I don't know. Uh,
Meanwhile, Thaddeus is having a panic attack because he, like,
yeah,
clearly, has no authority or desire to make any of these decisions on behalf of the
right.
Brotherhood. Uh,
Meanwhile, Dane walks into the room where the fusion core relic is, and she just is able to take it.
yeah.
What does Nick say?
Give me
Barely
the
an
loot.
inconvenience.
Oh, yeah, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
No one there, totally empty,
Yeah.
no guards, nothing. Um,
Yep,
so
until after the fact,
yeah,
which we'll get to.
yeah. So Maximus and Quintus are going back and forth. Quintus is trying to manipulate Maximus, like we're trying to restore order, whatever. You kill me, and there will be chaos. There won't be any order.
Mhm.
Um, and then he also asks, "What is your great plan?" And this is where Maximus says, "I had no plan. Things just keep happening." And then Quintus plays "My son." He plays that card.
Yeah.
He's like, "What happened?" And Maximus explains why he killed Xander. Because he was going to kill kids.
Yeah.
They were ghouls. And Quintus like flips the switch. He gets mad. He's like, "Abomination!
Heretic!
Abomination!"
Yeah.
He doesn't say that yet.
Oh, yeah,
That's
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 true.
after he tries to leave. But yeah, he's like calling them abominations, and then he goes to get his gun, and he starts shooting at Maximus. So we are back with Thaddeus and the other members of the Brotherhood factions, the leaders. The other leader comes in, and he says, "What does he say?" He says something about the relic being stolen,
Yeah.
and uh, wait, I think I skipped. Did I skip something? No.
I don't think so.
A lot of commotion, right? And then the Coronado guy is running his mouth, and then the Yosemite girl stabs his cheek with her knife. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so crazy. And then firing just starts.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I think the guy that came in accused one of them of
stealing it.
stealing the core.
Yeah.
And then the face stabbing happens, and then some shooting happens, and then Thaddeus is just like,
he's just like, I gotta get out of here.
yeah, and just gunfire everywhere. Chaos erupts. Yeah, it's wild. Wild time at the Area 52, 51, whatever.
Area 51. So
see, I didn't even mean to do that.
Getting your
old man
numbers mixed up
tired.
again.
The old it's one. I'm always just one thing off of the.
Hey, you were close. You were close.
Close enough.
So Maximus gets out. He changed the door. And this is where Quintus is yelling heretic over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then Dane shows up, asks if he killed Quintus, and he's like, no, I couldn't do it. And she makes some comment about not feeling bad about not killing someone or whatever.
Yeah. Quit being lame. You're in the Brotherhood Steel.
For real. So, and then she gives him the relic and like, get out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thaddeus busts through the door. Dude, I need him in every episode. Like,
yes,
he's so great. And then they leave. They take off.
They get the cool running through the desert
as
montage.
Everything is crashing behind them.
Yeah. Oh, so great.
So the Brotherhood might be done, or at least those Brotherhood parts.
Yeah, Area 53 definitely done.
51.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. I think you're confusing your vaults and your areas.
Circumference 49.
Oh man.
That was a math joke, by the way. Area, circumference.
Yeah.
Perimeter.
That's great. Good job.
Thanks.
You're next level joke teller.
I do what I can.
I do what I can. So this next part for me was very interesting. Not because Chet was putting Stephanie's laundry away.
Back in the vault.
And meanwhile,
Dylan
G, Woody and Steph are chatting.
Yes.
He's like saying like, we're supposed to report, whenever we see something, and I did, and it was you. And she's like, oh, thanks for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah.
I'll get right on that.
Yeah. Don't you need to like fill out a report or something? She's like, I did it. Like, I don't need to. Right. I'm pretty caught up with the situation.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm concerned for Dylan G now.
Yeah, I am too. But I also think while Chet was putting her laundry away, there was like a fake bottom in her in the one drawer. Yeah. And he pulls out a wallet. And what does he pull out? An ID.
She's a dirty Canadian.
It was a Canadian license. Pre-war. So she's an
old lady.
She did not wake up in the vault. Or maybe she did. I don't really know.
Well, she must have woke up at some time because she's definitely not over 200 years old.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So they've got some splaining to do on that one. Yeah. So like she escorts Dylan G out, and she just has this look on her face like she's just no good.
Yeah.
There's always something off about her from the beginning. Like,
yeah, besides the one eye.
Well, not to mention while she like right after she got stabbed in the eye, she has whatever it was sticking out of her eye while she was shooting the raiders from season 1. Like,
Oh
that's
yeah,
one bad chick.
that is.
But
Maybe
now I'm
she was
like,
doing some buff whatever.
some buff out.
Buff out.
She was buffing.
Did I ever tell you about my restaurant idea? I'm sorry. I'm so tired that the filter has
It's okay.
fallen
We're
off.
almost done. We're almost done, guys.
So in the landman industry, when we would travel to courthouses, that involved going out to lunch at, you know, a local eatery in the county, right? Usually in the downtown area by the courthouse. And I already loved buffalo chicken food, but when I was working in Harrison County, in particular, this one restaurant, this little pizza place, had an amazing buffalo chicken sandwich that I would always get when I was in town. And so, you know, buffalo chicken was just kind of like a joke at the office. Had this idea: buffalo chicken themed restaurant named Buff Chicks, where all my waitresses are buff chicks selling only buffalo chicken dishes.
I love it. Why didn't you do this?
I mean, there's still time.
They're like the weightlifting competition like winners.
Buff chicks serving buff chick, you know? It's a genius idea.
That's amazing.
If anyone steals it, I'm suing.
You shouldn't have said that.
I know.
It's forever on YouTube.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, I don't know how that applied to anything we were just talking about. But
Buff out.
Oh yeah, buff out. Yeah.
Make our own drink called
Buff.
Buff out.
Yeah. Anyways.
I love it. I love it. We need to make that happen, bro.
Buff chicks serving buffalo chicken. It makes sense.
Hey, you know, we could be another Raising Cane's or whatever.
Yeah. Ain't got nothing on buff chicks.
That's right. And if you do,
I'll beat you up.
I'll beat you up. I'll beat you up and take your chicken. Yeah. That's amazing. Speaking of buff chicks, we get Lucy and the Ghoul here at the end.
Man, you're killing it with these segues. It's a little literally buffed up.
Buffed out.
Up, Blue.
So it is now nighttime. At the Strip in Vegas. And
which New Vegas seems pretty empty.
It does. It shouldn't be. It should not be.
Yeah.
Definitely not. But he's just kind of like scoping the area out, right? And Lucy's, you know, all high and crazy. She holds up this broken thing.
Yeah. At first, I thought it looked kind of like a helmet from far away.
That's what I was thinking.
I was like, what she got over there?
But then she's like, it's a giant chicken egg or something. And then like he instantly like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then we start to hear the growling. And then I don't know what shop or whatever it is, but we see the silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
Then just burst through the door.
Well, first Lucy's like, "Oh, there's nothing we can't take care of," and the Ghoul's just like literally pooping his pants. And she's like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll go handle it." Starts walking towards the door, and yeah, the Ghoul's like, he's like frozen in fear.
Yeah, he's locked, man. And then we see the claw grab the door. Dude, this moment, dude, this was a beautiful moment. It like kind of like lurks out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Already looks amazing. And then it stands up and breaks like the marquee sign above it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
So tall.
It's amazing. Like easily probably 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
That's a monster.
Yes.
And that's where they leave it.
Yep. Pooping bricks because there's a giant death claw.
I would be. I'd be running really fast. And they're quick. Well, yeah, they're not like.
Are they like T-Rexes where if you don't move, they won't see you?
No, but it's funny you say that because someone I was watching a video of a reaction and they were like in the beginning of this episode, it's almost like they had a Jurassic Park moment where Cooper was just like sitting perfectly still, like if I don't move, they won't see me.
Yeah.
No, they can see. They're not blind.
Dang it.
But they are an apex predator. Like they are the real deal.
Yeah.
I don't think they're super fast, but they are fast. They can run.
Yeah.
And
that's terrifying.
My initial theory for next episode.
Yeah.
It's not just one.
Uh-oh. Well, there are eggs, so that would indicate some sort of pack activity.
If that thing is not an alpha male or an alpha leader or whatever they are, because they all travel with it.
Imagine how big the alpha would be, because that one was huge.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Yeah, so my theory, quick, on why New Vegas is empty, probably that.
Be a big good reason for it. Yep.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Especially if there are eggs, that means there's probably more, or that it's been there a while and has grown from its egg state to this huge monstrosity. So, taking it, that's kind of why New Vegas is empty. So where in New Vegas is Hank in that building? Is it the tower that they keep looking at? I didn't think it was. It was some sort of vault.
I think it's underground.
Okay.
I think. But I think another reason why people are gone is maybe they went underground. Or they're not there and it's just Hank.
Yeah, because I mean, at least, well, no, that's not true because Hank ran into that one guy and then he ended up head exploding.
Yeah,
but
he was frozen.
So far in the little time we've seen of Hank in the building, it's been empty. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I was very pleased with this episode. All the things that we kind of talked about wanting to see. It's hilarious that literally the very next episode we saw all of those things. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I want to learn more about vaults 31 through 33 and that experiment, which oddly enough has been the thing this season that's kind of got the least amount of screen time and talking about is what's going on back at the vaults. But now I'm intrigued at what's going on back at the vaults.
Yeah.
Do you have any clues as to what might be going on there? I'm clueless. I don't know.
I have no idea, honestly. And it's since the experiments are over, I think Stephanie's just acting crazy because she's got full power. Or full control of the vault. Like she doesn't have to stick to any plan. It's just free reign. But I think between Chet and not Dylan, Woody, I think she's going to have her hands full and it could potentially be a problem for her.
Yeah. Last thing on Woody, I love he accidentally ends up in that guy's house who has been getting confused with lefts and rights.
What's his name? Jerry? No, I don't think it's Jerry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
remember either.
Awesome.
So funny.
So based on what I read, well, not Hank, but House would be in the casino, the Lucky 38 casino.
Mm-hmm.
And that's at like the northern end of the strip. But we saw a sign for the Lucky 38.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's been some years since then, so he could be anywhere, obviously, but I want to know what's going on with that. Like, that's my biggest thing, because they haven't shown Coop meet him at Vegas when
Excuse me.
he and his wife go, and they have that interaction, like, from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be more towards the end of the season, like when all that stuff like really comes together. I don't know, man. I just think it's going to be wild. It's just going to get crazier from here on out. For everyone. I really don't know what Lucy and Hank's reactions are going to be like.
Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Because that confrontation is going to happen.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, there's no way she's going to kill him. Like, bring him to justice. Like, we'll just lock him up, right? Yeah. Maybe old Lucy, but like buff out addicted Lucy.
Yeah, I was about to say,
straight up shoot him in the head, you know.
Yeah, buff chick Lucy. We'll
buff
see.
Chick.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
Definitely want to see where Maximus and Thaddeus end up, and if
because they've got the fusion core. That's huge.
They do, and I wonder if they'll cross paths with Lucy and the Ghoul somehow.
That's got to happen also, because I think they're running towards Vegas. It would make sense for them to go to Vegas.
Yeah. Maybe that's how Lucy and the Ghoul are saved from the Deathclaw, maybe? That'd be maybe pushing it, because Thaddeus is the one in the power armor and not Maximus.
He'd have to get out. Yeah. Maximus is like, all right, your time is done.
Yeah. Well, we forgot to mention when he's talking about having a panic attack. Oh my God. And the one Brotherhood leader, the lady, it's like just let me help you take your mask off. He's like, no.
Yeah, the other guy's like, just walk it off. Be all right.
Yeah, such a bro thing to say. No, good episode. Excited to see what comes. It was a great episode. We're halfway through, right? 8 episodes, so we got 4 left. And that means that Chad and Nick should be starting up the Game of Thrones spinoff companion series. I believe it's Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Here in the next couple weeks. If I was a good podcast host, I would know the date. But I don't off the top of my head. I could.
They're doing Tuesday, right?
Real quick on our schedule. Here we go. They will be starting that on January 20th. So here in a couple weeks, actually. So yeah. Tuesday, January 20th, on a Tuesday, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We'll still be going strong. We'll have 3 Fallout episodes after they start. So, why are you laughing, sir?
I'm so frozen right now on my screen.
Yeah, I noticed that. But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, follow, join the Discord, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Can't tell, but Dad said bye, except you can hear unless you're watching. I don't know. I need to go to bed.